Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, July 18th, 2026. It is 10:39. What the heck? We're already going at this already, PHI? Are we? Holy moly. Well then, um, anyway, today we have our day one outlook to look at for today, and like I said, yesterday's day two outlook is not pretty, at least for me. So let's go ahead and go right over it here. So today we have an enhanced risk that encompasses northeastern Ohio, much of Pennsylvania, much of New York State, all of New Jersey, much of Maryland, much of Delaware, all of Delaware actually, northeastern Virginia, and Washington, D.C. We have a slight risk that encompasses parts of eastern New York State, southern Vermont, southwestern New Hampshire, much of Massachusetts, all of Connecticut, and all of Rhode Island. We have a slight risk that encompasses extreme northern South Carolina, central to northern North Carolina, much of Virginia, central to northern West Virginia, much of Ohio, southeastern and southern Michigan, much of Indiana, northern Kentucky, and eastern to central Illinois. We have a margin of risk that encompasses parts of central Michigan through southeastern Wisconsin, parts of southern and western Illinois, southeastern Iowa, northeastern Missouri, much of Kentucky, southwestern Indiana, middle to eastern Tennessee, western and eastern North Carolina, northeastern Georgia, and northern South Carolina, and western Virginia and southern West Virginia. So we have those areas under a margin of risk. We also have northeastern Idaho and southwestern through central Montana also under a marginal risk. Oh, I forgot to go over up here. We have parts of northern Vermont and parts of New Hampshire also under a margin of risk, as well as eastern Massachusetts. So we have those areas under a marginal. So let's go ahead and see what we've got for today. Today we have a 5% tornado risk that encompasses northeastern Ohio. There's the hatch. There we go. I'm glad I'm not under that, but still, we have a 5% hatch encompassing eastern Pennsylvania, northern Delaware, and much of New Jersey, and extreme southeastern New York State. I think it does actually include New York City. We've got a 5% normal that encompasses parts of northeastern Ohio, much of Pennsylvania, including my area, parts of Maryland, and parts of Delaware, and much of New York State as well, and parts of southwestern Vermont, western Massachusetts, and much of Connecticut, actually. We have a 2% that encompasses parts of northeastern Indiana, northwestern through central Ohio, parts of southwestern Pennsylvania, western Maryland, northeastern Virginia, Washington, D.C. Let's see here. Southeastern Michigan, going back through parts of eastern New York State, southern and central Vermont, eastern Massachusetts, eastern Connecticut, and all of Rhode Island. So we have those areas under a 5% tornado risk for today, or 2%, excuse me. We have New York, Philadelphia, Newark, Jersey City, and Yonkers under the significant severe. New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Cleveland, and Newark under the 5%. And Detroit, Columbus, Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, and Toledo under the 2%. So for the 5% hatched area, we could see an EF1 to EF2 tornado possible today. 5% normal, we could see an EF1 tornado possible today. And 2% we could see an EF0 tornado possible today. So please be mindful of that. Going into the wind threat, this is what is concerning me. We have a 45% that encompasses northeastern Ohio, much of Pennsylvania, including my area, much of Maryland, Washington, D.C., northeastern Virginia, all of Delaware, all of New Jersey, much of New York State. We've got a 30% that encompasses parts of eastern New York State, southwestern Vermont, western and central Massachusetts, much of Connecticut. We're going back through parts of southeastern Michigan, eastern Indiana, and western and central Ohio, southwestern Pennsylvania, northern West Virginia, parts of western Maryland, parts of central Virginia. We have a 15% that encompasses parts of eastern Connecticut, all of Rhode Island, eastern and central Massachusetts, central Vermont, southwestern New Hampshire, and extreme eastern New York State, going back through southeastern Michigan, eastern and central Illinois, much of Indiana, parts of southern Ohio, northern Kentucky, central West Virginia, and parts of central Virginia as well, going into through central North Carolina into extreme north South Carolina. So we have those areas under 15%. We got a 5% that encompasses parts of central Michigan, southeastern Wisconsin, northern and southern and central, Illinois, southeastern Iowa, northeastern Missouri, southwestern Indiana, much of Kentucky, southern West Virginia, western Virginia, middle to eastern Tennessee, western and eastern North Carolina, northeastern Georgia, and parts of northern South Carolina. We also have parts of there's the reset. We also have parts of northeastern Idaho and southwestern and central Montana also under a 5% today. So, we have New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and Cleveland under the 45%. Detroit, Columbus, Toledo, Fort Wayne, and Richmond under the 30%. Indianapolis, Charlotte, Virginia Beach, Raleigh, and Cincinnati under the 15%. And Chicago, Boston, Louisville, Lexington, Fayette, and Grand Rapids under the 5%. So for the 45% area, we could see 85 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts possible today, unfortunately. 30% we could see 80 to 85 mile per hour wind gusts possible today. 15% we could see 60 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts possible today. 5% we could see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible today, so please be mindful of that. Going into the hail threat for today, we have a 5% that encompasses northeastern Idaho and southwestern and central Montana. We also have another one that encompasses parts of eastern Illinois, northern Indiana, northern Ohio, southeastern Michigan, much of Pennsylvania, including my area, much of Maryland, northeastern Virginia, Washington, D.C., all of Delaware, all of New Jersey, much of New York State, much of Connecticut, parts of western and central Massachusetts, and southwestern Vermont. So we have those areas under a 5% hail risk for today. We have New York, Philadelphia, Detroit, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. under the 5%. So we could see 1 to 2 inch downward hail possible in the 5% area today. Going into the summary for today, it says severe thunderstorms are expected across portions of the Ohio Valley and lower Great Lakes into the mid-Atlantic and Northeast this afternoon and evening. Damaging gusts will be the primary threats, but a few tornadoes are possible, including perhaps a strong tornado. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe today. There's today's hail risk. There's today's wind risk. There's today's tornado risk. And there's today's Day 1 outlook. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe today. Yes, even if you are under a marginal risk, you still want to remain weather aware and safe, as you never know what these storms could do in the marginals. Anyway, I do really hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay weather aware and stay safe, and I will have my Day 2 outlook later on this afternoon, as well as any Day 1 outlook updates. In the meantime, stay weather aware, stay safe, and take care.